Let us dive right in. We didn't see a ton from Chris Sale this postseason, but what makes this guy so dominant? Tell people at home why he's such a good pitcher.
It's hard to really describe exactly how nasty Chris Sale is, but let's think about it. The man is 6'4", 6'5". He's a tall drink of water. He's practically throwing from where the second baseman should be. So for just the angle that he creates on top of the velocity and all around just seems like when he gets on the mound, he wants to do some bad things to the baseball. So I think he's one of our best pitchers. He's had a tremendous season, and if the Boston Red Sox want to win, this guy's going to have to do his thing.
When you're facing Chris Sale from the Dodgers lineup, we know they love the long ball. That's the big thing right now in launch angle. Let's send one into the cheap seats and everything.
You're learning all this baseball stuff now, man.
Bro, I'm a fan of you. So, man, we have more announcers a lot like you and everything. I would be even more up on my baseball.
That, buddy.
But give me the strategy at the plate, Swish. What do these batters need to be able to do that they have the right strategy as they approach the plate?
Well, I think if you're looking at the big picture, you're lucky you're facing Chris Sale in the postseason rather than you are in the first half. In the first half of the season, Chris Sale's velocity is upwards of 100 miles an hour on a regular. What happens is, as you tend to throw during the season, that 150, 200 innings on the arm definitely slows it down a little bit. Now you're going to see a little velocity around 93 to 96, maybe some 97s up there. I know it is the World Series, but for him, man, the Boston Red Sox are the team, in my opinion, that has the best chance to win right now. And Chris Sale on the mound with the Los Angeles Dodgers, the right-handed bats need to step up, do their thing. Guys like Manny Machado, Justin Turner, these guys need to get on the fastball, especially with that short porch and the Green Monster in Fenway.
Well, I want to flip the question on its head. The best pitcher of his generation, maybe the best pitcher of any generation, Clayton Kershaw, is going up against the Red Sox batters who powered them to 108 wins. How do you think the Red Sox lineup matches up against a dominant Clayton Kershaw?
Yeah, that's the thing. Clayton Kershaw is doing his thing. And obviously this postseason has been amazing because in my mind, and hopefully in a lot of other people's minds, he is rewriting his postseason script. So I think with where Clayton is right now, he's ready. I saw him last night or the night before in the bullpen kind of mentally going over what he was ready to accomplish. So right now, the Boston Red Sox, the Los Angeles Dodgers, World Series, baby. I'm so excited, man. This is the best time of the season for us.
That's funny because we had no idea that you got excited about things like baseball and such. Hey, how often do we see these series comes down to the bullpen? Who's got a stronger bullpen? All right, which one do you trust more in a big spot, Kenley Jansen or Craig Kimbrel?
Yeah, I think you got to trust both of those guys. I think their contracts definitely state that you should. These guys are nasty. Kenley Jansen getting his velocity back, going through everything that he's gone through, climbing that mountain, getting himself back to where he needs to be. And with Craig Kimbrel, I know he's given up runs every time that he's been in the last series, but I heard that he was tipping his pitches a little bit. Hopefully he got that all figured out because with that 100-mile-an-hour rising fastball and that snapdragon curveball, man, hey, he's a nasty guy to face late in the game.
I want to follow up on the Kimbrel thing because that's interesting because he looked like he was just waiting to get got in the ALCS, and I thought that he was, I think I said on TV last week, he will blow a game in the World Series. You think it was about tipping pitches? Because that would change the math for me.
Well, obviously, I mean, these athletes nowadays, man, the hand-eye coordination is off the charts. So these guys definitely know fastballs are coming. They're going to be successful. That's obviously Kimbrel's bread and butter pitch. But I'm telling you, if there's something different he was doing with his glove, with where he was setting up, I mean, obviously, he got a phone call. I heard he got the phone call from Eric Gagne, and they chatted it out a little bit. Oh, wow. So it's going to be interesting to see how he goes moving forward, especially in the whole era of sign stealing and all this stuff, man. It just seems like the drama is never ending. So it's going to be an amazing World Series, man. I'm stoked. I hope you guys are stoked. Because baseball's king right now.
No one can be as stoked as you, Nick, of course. But let's just...
Hey, man, I'm just trying to bring a little coffee to you, my man.
All right, when the series changes venues, when the Red Sox have to travel to Los Angeles, they have to play that different game, that National League game.
Yeah.
How do you manage? I know you got your eyes on Booney there and going from television to the manager booth. Put your managerial hat on. How do you manage that Red Sox lineup when you go to the National League ballpark?
Hey, well, let's not get it twisted, man. Alex Cora was in the World Series last year with the Houston Astros. I mean, this dude knows what he's doing. What's going to be interesting to me, just like I think it is everybody else, is that National League game is kind of complicated. There seems like there's a lot of trickery going on. Seems like the matchups are absolutely endless. So I think with the American League team not being used to play that game, it could affect it a little bit. I think the biggest thing boiling down to it is we are going to notice how deep the Boston Red Sox bench really is. We've seen what the Los Angeles Dodgers bench can do. They almost have 2 teams. So, hey, if Boston wants to do it, they're definitely going to have to come out here to L.A. where the weather is amazing. Also think about that. It's going to be cold in Fenway. It's going to be around 40 to 50 degrees. See if that takes an effect on the game as well.
Nick, how much is this going to come down to which manager will outmanage the other one, will out-prepare, out-scheme between Alex Cora and Dave Roberts?
Yeah, I think you're talking about 2 of the best in the game. I mean, there's a reason why these teams are. It's not just the talent. It's the ability to know your guys. And Alex Cora being his first time at the helm, he's doing a tremendous job. So I don't know. I think boiling down, I hope it's a 7-game series. I think that's what we all want to see. We want to see the drama because we're taking 2 historic franchises and going at it. I'm excited. Hey, and I know you guys are too.
All right, I started with Clayton Kershaw. I want to end my questioning with Clayton Kershaw. If they win the World Series, they being the Dodgers, and he's good, what does that do for the legacy of a guy who I think his resume matches anybody's in baseball history with the but of the postseason? What would a World Series win mean for Clayton Kershaw and the Pantheon?
I mean, think about it, man. It's been 30 years since the Los Angeles Dodgers. I think it might be a little more. I think it's a little bigger than Clayton Kershaw at this point. If the Dodgers end up pulling this thing off, which they very well could, this would be amazing. But for Kershaw himself, I'm not one of those guys, man. I've looked at this guy as an absolute tremendous pitcher, one of the best left-handers I've ever seen, and one of the best left-handers this game has ever seen. So, in my opinion, he continues to do all this stuff, man. He's going to the Hall of Fame. But obviously, with the World Series ring on your finger, that definitely helps your chances.
Nick, it's a small window for the Dodgers. I mean, this is the right time with the right players if they're going to win. The Red Sox had a tremendous, tremendous regular season leading up to where they are right now. You got 2 great teams. This is what we wanted to see. Who wins the World Series?
Oh, come on. I mean, I'm horrible at this kind of stuff, but just, hey, I'm putting on my analyst pants right here, and I'm just going to branch up both the teams.
Great pants.
Yeah, I know your type.
In my opinion, I think this is so hard for me to say, man, because I'm a Yankee, but I'm telling you, in my opinion, I think the Boston Red Sox are the better team. I hope it goes down to 7 games. I want to see Game 7 in Fenway. I think it's been 30 years for the Los Angeles Dodgers, but in my opinion, yeah, I really do. I think the Boston Red Sox are going to win the World Series.
And it
hurts me to say.
He doesn't want to say that.
This job is tough. This job is hard.
I know. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from First Things First, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.